Welcome to my science class. Dear students, in the previous class, we have learnt about sowing of seeds, seed drill, organic manure, and fertilizers. So far now, you have learned three basic practices of crop production. They are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manures and fertilizers. So in today's class, let us learn three more basic practices of crop production. They are irrigation, protecting from weeds and harvesting. The fourth step, that is irrigation. Dear students, all living beings need water to live. Water is important for proper growth and development of flowers, fruits and seeds of plants. Water is absorbed by the plant roots. Along with water, minerals and fertilizers are also absorbed. Plant consists 90% of water, but still plant requires lot of water because germination of seeds doesn't take place under dry condition. So for this purpose we follow irrigation method. So what is irrigation? It is a artificial supply of water to the crops. The supply of water to crops at different intervals is called irrigation. The time and frequency of irrigation varies from crop to crop, soil to soil and season to season. But where do we get water for irrigation method? So what are the main sources of irrigation? The main sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. So these are the main sources of irrigation. Now let us see different methods of irrigation. So there are two methods of irrigation, traditional system and modern system. So under traditional again there are four methods, moat or pulley system, chain pump system, Dekli system and Rahat system. And in modern method of irrigation again there are two types, sprinkler system and drip system. Now let us see moat or pulley system. So it is a type of pulley system that involves pulling water with the help of bucket from the well. By this process, with the lid of a pulley, water is directly taken out of wells and is used to irrigate a field. And through this channel, water reaches to all the crops. The next one is chain pump system. It is a type of water pump in which several circular discs are positioned on an endless chain. A chain pump consists of two large wheels. The bottom wheel is half immersed in the water source. As the wheel is turned, the connected buckets dip into the pool and pick up water. The chain then lifts them to the upper wheel, where the water from the bucket is transferred to the pool. The chain then carries the empty buckets back down to be refilled and the process will continue. So this is about chain pump system. And finally through channel, water reaches to the crops. The next one is Dekli system. This is one of the traditional system of irrigation which is mainly seen in a rural area. So it is done through manually. The person had to take out water through a bucket and pour it into the field. This causes a lot of water wastage, and now for water scarcity people don't use this method of irrigation. fourth type of traditional irrigation is Rahat irrigation. This is a system of irrigation where it is followed by the villagers, and by this method no water is wasted. It is a system like chain pump, but instead of pump some animals are used. It involves the use of two large wheels joined by a belt on which a number of water pots collect water from underground. The wheel is traditionally turned by large animals such as oxen. An animal is used to rotate an axle. This axle is connected to gates, and those gates are connected with the circle object. The circular object is present near the water and another near the land surface. Chains with the pots are connected with the chain. So when the animal rotates, the gates and the circular object rotates and makes the chain with the pots rotate. So this is about traditional methods of irrigation. This is cost effective but it consumes time. So it have been replaced by the modern methods of irrigation. So the two modern methods of irrigations are sprinkler system and drip system. So first one, the sprinkler system. This system is more useful on the uneven land where sufficient water is not available. The perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzle on top are joined to the main pipeline at regular intervals. When water is allowed to flow through main pipe under pressure with the help of a pump, it escapes from the rotating nozzles. So it gets sprinkled on the crop as if it is raining. So sprinkler is very useful for lawns, coffee plantation and several other crops. So the next method is drip system. So it is the best technique for watering fruit plants, gardens and trees. So in this system, the water falls drop by drop directly near the roots. So it is called drip system. So that water directly reaches to the root of the plants. Now let us see the advantages of drip irrigation system. First one, it provides water to plants drop by drop. So water is not wasted at all. The second one, this minimizes the use of water in agriculture. So drip system of irrigation is very useful in those regions where the availability of water is poor. So this is about the irrigation method. I hope you all are understood the irrigation method. Now let's move on to the next step, that is protection of crops from weeds. So what are weeds? In a field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the crop. These undesirable plants are called weeds. That means the unwanted plants grown in a crop under the unwanted plant grown in the field is called a weed. The removal of weeds is called a weeding. So weeding is nothing but removing the waste plants, unwanted plants in the field. So weeding is necessary since weeds compete with the crop plants for water, nutrients, space and light. Thus, they affect the growth of the crop. Tilling before sowing of crops helps in uprooting and killing of weeds, which may then dry up and get mixed with the soil. Weeds are also controlled by using some certain chemicals called weedicides. Okay, so weeds can be avoided either through weeding or by applying some weedicides. These are sprayed in the fields to kill the weeds. They don't damage the crops. The weedicides are diluted with water to the extent required and sprayed in the fields with the sprayer. So the next step is harvesting. After protecting crops from the weeds, the next one is harvesting. So harvesting of a crop is an important task. The cutting of crop after it is mature is called harvesting. In harvesting, crops are pulled out or cut close to the ground. It is usually takes 3 to 4 months for a cereal crop to mature. So harvesting in our country is either done manually by sickle or by a machine called harvester. In the harvested crop, the grain seeds need to be separated from the chaff, and this process is called a threshing. Okay, and what is winnowing? It is a blowing of current of air through grain in order to remove the husk. Now in this picture you will see winnowing and threshing. But farmers, those who have small holding land, they follow winnowing method that you have already studied in class 6. Okay, so in today's class we have learnt about the irrigation, methods of irrigation, weeds and harvesting. Now it's time to give you a homework. So first one, what is irrigation? Name the traditional method of irrigation, define harvesting and what are weeds. So you have to write answers for these questions with the help of a textbook. Thank you.